Every year, in almost every senior class, a valedictorian is chosen. This selection is made according to a student's grade point average. It is a prestigious and honored award. However, this year, our valedictorian is a student that deserves this award based on more than grades. This student is meticulous in her schoolwork, a role model for her peers, and an example of excellence. It is my great pleasure to introduce this year's valedictorian, Ms. Tulsi Patel.
Thank you, Ms. Cox, for that introduction. Good afternoon, staff, parents, and fellow graduates. I would like to start by saying that it is an honor to stand before all of you today as your 2016 valedictorian. First and foremost, I would like to thank God for giving us all the opportunity to be here. And of course, we didn't make it to this moment alone. It was with the love and support of all of you. I would like to thank not only my own mom and dad, but all the parents here. Mom and Dad, I couldn't have done this without you, and I can't tell you how much it means to me. Thank you for everything. I would like to show my gratitude towards Mr. Mitchell, the founder of the Roger Bacon Academy. Without him, none of us would have even gone to this school, or have the lifelong friends we now have. I would like to recognize Mr. Smith. He is obviously a wonderful principal, but what sets him apart is how much he cares. You can always see him in the hallways giving high fives and hugs and asking people how their day went. And you can't forget about Ms. Fisher. As many of you have already noticed, she's always standing outside, welcoming you in the morning, with a smile on her face and heels on her feet. When I was in 5th grade, I was a little nervous about going into middle school. I didn't know what to expect. But it was teachers like Ms. Fell and Ms. Prince that helped me along the way. Ms. Prince isn't just a teacher to us. She's also a motherly figure. You can always rely on her to help you with anything. I was one of the lucky ones. I got her in 4th and 6th grade. I would also like to acknowledge the Columbus Charter Junior Beta Club. It was a privilege to serve as your Beta Club president this year, and it was an experience I will never forget. I would like to show my appreciation to Ms. Fell and Ms. Buffkin. Words truly cannot express how much hard work and effort you put in to make our first convention a memorable one. And as for the Beta Club, I am incredibly proud of all of you. I couldn't imagine having a beta group of people. In 7th grade, Ms. Kinlaw taught us that fun and math could actually go hand in hand. 2 words I'm sure none of us would have even thought could belong in the same sentence. I would also like to thank Ms. Klemick, who I was not only blessed to have in 7th grade, but also in 8th. I would like to show my appreciation to Ms. Clark, since she is the mother of 8th grade. I would also like to take the time and thank Coach Lauren, Ms. Murchison, Coach Morand, Mr. Beck, and Mr. Jeff for lightening the load of our daily school routine by always planning something fun and exciting for us to learn during resource. I would like to express my gratitude towards Ms. Lefebvre for an excellent year spent with the RBA cheer squad. I would like to show my appreciation to Ms. Hammond and Mr. Falk. They have heavily influenced our school lives, and we could not be more grateful. I would now like to extend my sincere thanks to Ms. Cox and Ms. Falk for all they have done this year. Thank you, Ms. Falk, for somehow putting up with our 3rd block class. I'm still not sure how you did it. And on behalf of Math 1, I would like to thank Ms. Cox, because there is no way that we would have passed that EOC without you. And last, but definitely not least, I would like to thank my fellow graduates for making my stay in Columbus Charter even more enjoyable. It can surprise you how close you can get with a group of people in just 3 years. Now, you can always hear us complaining about who we're going to be friends with in high school, or which sports we're going to play. But the one thing we never worry about is if we are academically ready for high school. And that is due to the strong foundation that all of these teachers have laid down for us. We might not have appreciated their discipline then, when we had to walk with our hands behind our back, or when we were threatened with behavior pages, but we do now. Their discipline and tough love is what prepared us for high school. However, we will not just stop there. We will make them proud and continue to use the tools they provided us in our daily lives. So thank you again to all the teachers. Now, you probably realized 2 things from that slideshow at the beginning. 1, I'm incredibly good looking. And 2, our graduating class is always taking pictures, whether it's selfies or Snapchat videos. So I felt it would only be appropriate by ending our last year together with a selfie. Say cheese. Oh my God. Okay. I'd like to leave you all with a quote from a person who I'm sure you are all familiar with, Dr. Seuss. You have brains in your head, you have feet in your shoes, you can steer yourself in any direction you choose. As we take this next step and embark on high school, I would like all of us to remember that we are the people that can decide where we are headed. And when we figure that out, we are capable of anything and everything. Think about it. When you see the moon, you see God's beauty. When you see the sun, you see his power. And when you see the mirror, you see the best creation of God. So believe in yourself and keep your head held high as we step away from our comfort zone and transition to the next part of our lives. Thank you, and good luck to the class of 2016.